It was certainly pretty hot at the boxing last night too, where Murray Thomson almost had it won in the welterweight.
Yes, he had it won all except the last punch. In actual fact, there was a tremendous effort on his behalf, and of course the fight that he won to get there against Wayne Gordon, the very well-performed Olympic fighter from Canada, really gave him an edge of confidence in this particular fight. But it just didn't quite see the distance out, I'm afraid.
Yeah, for 2 rounds and 2 minutes and 30 seconds, Murray was well on top, and then as you make the point during the fight, it's never over until that final bell.
That's right. You've got to wait until the final bell before you drop your hands, before you lose your concentration. And I'm not suggesting that's what happened. He was very close to the gold medal. Maybe he saw the gold medal. He had every right to do so. But unfortunately, there was a left hook that came between him and the gold medal. We'll watch that only with 2 seconds of the final round to go.
Right, let's pick up the action. Murray Thomson and Keith Bullock of New Zealand, the welterweight final.
And this is bout number 6 tonight, the welterweight division final, the 67 kilos, Murray Thomson of Australia being introduced, and his opponent to fight for the gold medal will be Keith Bullock of New Zealand. Gus Mercurio, how do you sum up Murray's chances?
Well, I like his chances. I like Murray Thomson's chances. I think he did it very well last night. He won his first round. Referee stopped the contest in the second round. He's a good, and he fought this guy Wayne Gordon. Now Wayne Gordon, I thought, was the standout fighter of the tournament from Canada. Very strong boy, and he beat him by heart and skill in the last round. So I like this. I like his heart. I like the chances he's got here. He's fighting Keith Bullock, of course, of New Zealand. 50 fights, 22 years of age. A tough guy, but I like Murray's chances, Peter.
Well, he's very confident. He should be after last night, defeating Wayne Gordon of Canada, who knocked out his opponent from the United States in his first round in, I think it was something like 29 or 30 seconds.
29 seconds it was. And then also, of course, with Murray Thomson. Murray Thomson is one of the amateurs in their 3-year plan that came up from the sub-juniors, juniors, the juniors, the intermediates, the opens, and then the seniors. So he's a product of this amateur development program that they got going for him, and he's a good product, too. Also, Peter, he's off to Jakarta tomorrow to represent Australia in the President's Cup, so that's a big role for this boy.
Yes, he'll sleep well on the plane if he wins here tonight, Gus.
He certainly shall.
Plenty of crowd support here for Murray Thomson. Oh, lovely left-hand lead to the head.
I think Murray has got a lot of confidence going for him after beating Wayne Gordon last night, and gold for Australia, and he wants that desperately.
Crowd support counts for anything. He's certainly going to go a long way towards winning the gold medal here. The New Zealander already bleeding from the nose as Thomson scores to the head.
Oh, he slipped that punch beautifully. Just slipped under that punch. Throwing good right hands at this guy.
Bullock working to the body.
Blocking those left hooks.
Taken on the arms. Bullock throws out the left lead. After the Australian again. He leads to the head himself.
He's bloodied his nose. He's bloodied New Zealand's nose. And that should just get that fire up into him a little bit. He's hurting him. He's hitting him. He's getting to him. And he can see it. And that makes a big difference to a fighter when he see what he's doing.
American referee cautioning the New Zealander for hitting with the open hand.
He's slipping those jabs, as I said
right hand in from the Australian, Gus.
Yes, it was. It was a good right hand.
30 seconds of the first round remaining.
That was nice. He fired both hands to the body. He at least did something. And that's what draws the judge's view. Those points. Those are points builders. Again, he dug a left hook into the body. A jab to the head.
Murray Thomson fighting for Australia's first gold medal in the Australia Games.
Good left hook, Peter. Very good, strong left hook. No counter.
Keen. Good right hand by the Australian as he works away to the body of Bullock. Bullock fights himself back into centre ring. The Australian comes after him again as the bell goes for the end of round 1. Let's look at some of the action from the first round. What are the strengths of the New Zealander as you see them?
He looks very strong, Peter. But I think Murray's got that little bit quicker, and So he won the first round, so if he can keep going the way he's going, I think he could win the fight.
Okay, special comments from Lester Ellis here at ringside as we go into the second round now of this welterweight division final, 67 kilo class. Murray Thomson of Australia, Keith Bullock of New Zealand.
Yes, and I think Murray Thomson, as Lester Ellis said, did take the points in that first round, and he's got to cement it. He's got to put his stamp on this. He's got to take this round also to show this guy that he's going to take him all the way. He's gonna, oh, a good right hand, 2 good left hooks. And of course, as I said earlier, Murray Thomson is a product of the amateur development up from the sub-juniors, juniors into the intermediate opens and the seniors, and that's exactly where Lester Ellis came from. Lester, you came through the same sort of development through the amateurs to the point where you're fighting for a world title in just a couple more weeks.
Break!
Big right hand from the Australian. Thomson working away to the body now at the blue corner. Kiwi covering up. Bullock fires out a big left hand to the body of the Australian. Thomson comes after him once more. Thudding right hand. Found its mark.
Stop! Stop! Back.
Caution for the elbow from the American referee.
He got down a little bit long. He's got to keep his head up. He's got 2 warnings. Be very careful now. Be very careful now.
A little bit of over-exuberance, perhaps.
Yes, very well could be, but I mean, it'd be a pity for him to not keep his head and stay cool and lose a fight on disqualification when he's so close to a gold.
Slapping. Once again, bleeding from the nose as the Australian Murray Thomson fires double-fisted attacks to the body. Big right hand to the head, hurt the Kiwi.
Yes, maybe he's going to take him out of there. Figure this is the best way. Don't count on the judges.
Softening him up by working once more to the body. Big left rip. Left and right combination punching to the head. Kiwi looking a little bit groggy.
Murray wants to be careful he doesn't punch himself out, of course. He's got the rest of this round and 3 very, very vital minutes in the last round.
3 grueling minutes.
He's doing the job well on him, Peter.
He's boxing well. Dancing around, so still plenty of life in the legs. And Bullock, it would appear, has the job ahead of him as he moves back into centre ring.
Yes.
He's not done yet.
And neither is Murray Thomson. He's pounding both hands in there. He's staying right on top of this guy. He's not giving him room to move. He's not giving him room to breathe. He's going to keep punching him, working on him. Good left hook, right hands. Slipping under those punches, punching to the body. Everything's going well for him here. Again, a good right hand.
Kiwi covers up. He hurt him that time, and Thomson again working away at the body.
He's got a little mark under his left eye, too.
Yes, a little bit of a mouse there. Oh, beautiful left hand, right into the short ribs. That's the bell for the end of round 2. What an action-packed round it was. And that's the mother of Murray Thomson. Here we go, third and final round between Murray Thomson of Australia and Keith Bullock of New Zealand for the gold medal in the welterweight class, 67 kilo division.
That's it, Murray. Good jab.
Yes, big left hand. Thomson stalking his prey. Bullock fighting on the back move. Thomson comes after him again.
Thomson slapping a little bit with that right hand. He's got to be very careful there, too. There, he slapped to the head. He threw a straight right hand to the body, but he slapped with that right hand to the head. Murray Thomson doing the job pretty well. He looks like he's taking control of this third round also. Again, a slap at that right hand, not a real straight punch with it.
New Zealand Bullock still bleeding from the nose. In fact, it's a little bit worse than it was. That cut was opened up in the first round. Mouse under the eye of Thomson doesn't appear to be causing him any undue concern at the moment. Might be a little bit swollen tomorrow, though.
Stop! Stop!
2 warnings.
2 warnings.
Back.
Third round. He's got to get through this. Also, of course, I think with boxers and amateur fighters, all the help they get, it's such a good thing that they get help from their employers also. And, of course, Murray Thompson's employer, as I understand, has been very good to him, helping him all the time, giving him time off to get fit.
Yeah, standing count on the Kiwi.
Murray is cut under that eye. He's got a little bit of a cut under the eye, I think.
7, 8.
It's just a little bit of a cut. Little is the operative word. I don't think it's causing him too much concern at the moment. Not the way he's fighting, Gus, I tell you.
It's a good thing, too, because they don't stand for cuts too much in the amateurs. They're prepared to stop it pretty quick. Stick in there, Murray. Stick in there. Of course, the New Zealander is showing plenty of courage, Peter. He's standing, doing the job, trading punches.
Bullock covers up. Comes out firing with the left hand. Big left hand again from the Australian. Bullock's his way in close.
Oh, nice right hand catching the New Zealander coming in. Keep your hands going inside.
Watch your hold back. Back.
Bullock looking a little bit tired.
Nice.
Thomson comes after him again and then works away to the body. Cutting right hand. Good left into the solar plexus of the Australian by Keith Bullock. Whoops.
Keep your head up.
Keep the head up.
Back.
Well, we've only got about 25 seconds of this round to go, Peter, and I think Australia's going to win their first gold. Anything can happen, of course, in 20 seconds. It's a long time in there.
Oh, well, as you predicted it, Gus, anything can happen. What a sensation as Thomson goes down. Wow, that could make it interesting.
If
He's counted out.
No.
Oh, what a sensation.
Oh, no. He was so close.
What a sensation. Keith Bullock pulling it out of the fire. He was beaten and then knocked Murray Thomson down, and he was counted out.
Well, an absolute tragedy for Murray Thomson there. And you talked to the referee afterwards, Gus, and got some interesting information from him.
Yes, I spoke to the referee after the fight, and he felt that if Thomson would have been a little bit more aware and put his hands up forcibly when he finished the 8 count, he would have allowed him to go on. And he only needed, because that was just 2 seconds to the end of the round. 2 seconds to the end. All the referee had to say was box, and the bell would have rang. He was by 5 and 6 points ahead on the judges' cards. So it was a gold medal in his pocket. Unfortunately, the left hook hit him right on the chin.
And the bad luck for him doesn't stop there, because that trip to Jakarta is no longer on.
That's true. He can't represent Australia in the President's Cup in Jakarta. The amateurs, of course, as in the pros, I mean, if you get knocked out, you can't fight again for some 30 days. So he lost. But he put up a couple of very game efforts, and he didn't lose any friends. He didn't lose any people that admire what he did. A tremendous effort from Murray Thompson. Just come up just that little bit short.
All right, we're going to have more boxing a little later after this break. We're going to have some hockey. Right now, though, a short commercial break.
The boxing program for